Hey folks, this week's trick is not a new trick and it's not unique. However, the approach that I use is very different and very convincing. I don't know if some of you out there have heard of it. You probably have if you're a magician, but the card trick called the next card I turn over will be your card. And usually what it is you deal cards face up on a table after a card is selected, and then you deal their card down on the table and you keep dealing past their card, and then you tell them the next card I turn over will be your card, I'll have a bet with you. And then they obviously take the bet because they see their cards on the table, and instead of turning the card over that's in your hand, you turn over their card on the table face down. It's an old gag, it's not new, and the history for this trick is very interesting. And this is the history for the trick.
And now it's all the dividends of past. It was a lorry load of interesting cheeses. There is no art to find the mind's construction of the face.
The beauty of my method is that you don't need a key card. The deck can be shuffled before and afterwards, and the deck can be any quality you like. I'm sure you guys have been handed a deck behind a bar and told to do a trick with it, and the deck looks something like this. And I'm sure you've held the deck and you thought to yourself, what the hell can I do with this? Rest assured you can do this trick with any pack, and the way you get the knowledge of their selected card is very sneaky. Let me get into how you get the knowledge of the selected card. Let me show you the procedure and how convincing it looks, and then I'll get into the secret of it. Tell them to shuffle the cards as much as they like, which they do. Then you tell them that you're going to deal the cards face up like this, and whenever they feel like it, they must tell you to stop. And they can literally wait as long as they like to tell you to stop, and then they say stop. Then you gather up all the cards, you put them on top like this, and you tell them to cut the pile into two piles like this. Then you cut this pile into two piles like this. Then you pick up a few cards here, you deal one on each card, and then you tell them to take this card and remember it. Once they've remembered it, you can chuck it on top of any pile you want, take all the cards back, and the beauty of this is they can shuffle the cards again in any way they like, whether it's a riffle or any fashion that they choose. And you will always be able to get the knowledge of their card when you deal the cards out like this. You say to them, I'm going to deal cards out like this, and I bet you that the next card I turn over will be your card. They think that that you mean this card. Meanwhile, they see that their Jack of Spades is already on there, and you turn it over this way, and you win the money or the drink. Let me show you how this deceptive way of gaining the knowledge of a card works. The secret for it is pretty simple. After they've finished shuffling, you start dealing the cards out this way. Then you remember the fourth card. The 3 of diamonds is the fourth card in this instance. You keep dealing the cards this way, and when you deal back, you overlap these cards like this and deal them this way. And you keep snaking back and forth like this until they tell you to stop, remembering to overlap. The reason you overlap the cards like that is when you pick up all the cards again, they stay in the original order, but they look as if they're in a random order, and you put them on top of the pack. Then when you tell them to cut the cards this way, you remember that this is the top of the pack. Then you tell them to cut the bottom half of the pack into two piles that way, and then you know that these two are the bottom half. You pick up the top bit of the pack. You don't pick up the whole pile, just the top bit. That way, when you deal these 3 cards on top of these piles, it will be the 3 of diamonds, and you know what it is already because you've remembered the 4th card. That way, when they put their card on top of any one of those piles and take it back and shuffle it, it's a simple matter of just remembering the 3 of diamonds, and when you deal the cards out, You make sure that when you come to the three of diamonds, you tell them, don't tell me to stop when I get to your card. You mustn't tell me to stop or even change the way your face looks. Now, we've gotten to the three of diamonds, but we deal a few more than just the three of diamonds. Then you say, I bet you, and you gesture with this hand, that the next card I turn over will be your card, and I bet you a beer. 9 times out of 10, they will take the bet. Actually, 99 times out of 100, they'll take the bet. And when they take the bet, you simply take their card, the three of diamonds, and you turn it over like that, and you win yourself a free beer.
I'm a dick. Well, being a dick ain't so bad. See, there's 3 kinds of people. Dicks, pussies, and assholes.
Now, we're not revolutionizing magic with this trick, okay? But it's nice to be able to do magic with a pack of cards that looks like an entire village has used it to wipe their bum. And that is a fact, because the next time you get handed a pack of cards like that, don't worry about sleight of hand, because it won't work with those shitty cards. Do this trick, and you'll make a reputation with it. Anyway, till next time, like, share, and subscribe.
Det är en